on, guys? This is XV Frosted VX here, bringing you another X and Y narrative Wi-Fi battle. I just noticed you guys probably noticed the intro. It was actually made by iPod Man 908. Thank you so much for that, iPod. He's actually been helping me since the start of my stream, and I really appreciate his helpfulness and whatnot. Anyways, getting straight to the match. I had a match against Marcus, which I had on my live stream the other day. He's a really interesting team. I mean, he has a Rapidash, Nidoking, and Swampert. I mean, the tank growth's kind of interesting, too. Most Pokemon I don't see in OU, especially the Rapidash. I was really interested in what that can really do. Threats on his team, definitely the Dragonite, if that turns out to be a weakness policy Dragonite with Dragon Dance, and if I hit it on the super effective side, and when I don't get the Stealth Rocks up, or, you know, the sand doesn't knock it out of its multi-scale range, that could be a serious problem. Also, if that Nidoking turns out to be Choice Scarfed, you know, that could also be a little annoying. And Mega T-Tar, you know, Mega T-Tar really bulky. Dragon Dance is more threatening than probably the Dragonite with a weakness policy. I'm not sure which is more threatening. But anyways, well, let's get on with this match. So I decided to lead off with my T-Tar because I didn't know exactly what he was going to lead off with, which it should have been obvious that I should have led off with like my Ferrothorn because I could deal with Nidoking, Swampert, and Tyranitar rather relatively well with my Ferrothorn. But I decided to lead off with the Tyranitar just in the case he decided to lead off with like the Dragonite or whatever, try to get an early sweep on me or whatnot. But seeing that I'm going against a Swampert, I didn't want to stay in because God forbid he ended up going for the Earthquake. And the best thing I really have to take it on is probably going to be my Ferrothorn just so I can get the rocks up. And it actually turns out that he has the Toxic on his Swampert, which I'll end up keeping up in mind later on in the match. As he goes and throws out his Tangrowth because he expects me to go for the Leech Seed X, whereas I actually go for the Stealth Rocks. But keeping those Stealth Rocks up early game so I can at least deal with the Dragonite later on when it came down to that as, you know, Sandstorm damage goes on and whatnot. I believe the next turn I decided to go for the T-Wave to see what he would do because I wanted to scout what this Tangrowth can do. I noticed the Leftovers recovery, so he's not an Assault Vest set, which is very good knowledge because Assault Vest set nearly carry HP Fire, and even if he did go for the HP Fire, I know I can at least take one. So, yeah, I was really just scouting at this point, getting at least a Paralysis on this Tangrowth because I don't really have any Toxic members on my team. I do have a Talonflame with Will-O-Wisp. Yes, I have a Talonflame with Will-O-Wisp. Don't judge me. It worked really well against T-Tar and all its usual switch-ins. It's pretty good, actually. So, knowing that I can't do anything more to this Tangrowth, I decided to switch into my Scizor and try to get started setting up with him on the Tangrowth so I can start, you know, bug biting away and, you know, possibly sweeping. Until I forgot about the Rapidash. He actually brings in the Rapidash here, which was actually a pretty good double switch on his part. Should have done it in the first place, but then again, I guess he was scouting if I had the T-Wave or not, which was a very good move on his point, and I knew he wasn't going to... As he switched into it, he knew I wasn't going to T-Wave a second time, so it was a really good switch on his part, as he actually goes straight for the Flare Blades because he wants to take out my Scizor as early as possible. Like, who can blame him? Don't want to over-predict on the earliest turns possible. As that's quite a bit of damage. I was actually kind of shocked about this damage, but then again, I'm not a bulky T-Tar. I'm actually a naive T-Tar with speed investment and attack investment, so I don't have any defense investment at all, but that still did quite a bit. As he brings out his own T-Tar, I was actually expecting him to bring in his Dragonite to possibly dodge the Earthquake that was coming his way, or the Stone Edge. So I end up going for the Ice Beam, and I noticed right away that the Ice Beam did nothing, but I did not think that this Tyranitar had Fire Blast at all. I used the same set. This set has Crunch, Stone Edge, Fire Blast, and Stealth Rocks, possibly. He goes straight for the Fire Blast. I should have seen this coming. I didn't. I switched right into my Ferrothorn, fell right into his trap. Very nice prediction on my opponent's part, as he actually goes for the Ice Punch to finish me off, getting some Iron Barbs damage on the way, because he didn't want to risk missing a Fire Blast on the next turn over. So I lose my Ferrothorn rather early, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, I got my Stealth Rocks up, so it pretty much did its job at this point. As I go into my Azumarill, it's the only thing I could really take down this T-Tar in one hit that I have on my team. He goes for the Earthquake to get some damage on me, as I'm going to take him out with the Play Rough, which is absolutely amazing. So that's one threat down, and it turns out I don't even think that T-Tar was Mega, because that turned out to be a Mega T-Tar with Dragon Dance and 3 attacks. That could have been a really big problem, as he actually pulls a switch into a Swampert here, and this turn kind of aggravated me, but you know, hacks is hacks. He ends up going for the Stealth Rocks here, which I'm okay with. I mean, I have a defogging Latios, but I did lose my Stealth Rocker, so I won't, I don't want to defog him away unless I absolutely have to. I wanted to wait the Dragonite switch in. I end up missing the play rough, which kind of comes into play, because as you see right here, the next turn I actually go for the play rough again, and it does over half damage, which would have been a solid 2-hit KO, and my Azumarill took so much unnecessary damage right there. As you see, it did way over half. That would have been a solid 2-hit KO, and my Azumarill could still be useful, because it does have the priority Aqua Jet, and I want to be able to get off as much damage as I can on the Scarf Nidoking if it turned out to be Scarf. And if Swampert's low enough, or Dragonite, the Aqua Jet can be useful, because my Azumarill is actually Choice Banded. As I expected him to go for another Earthquake, I decided to pull a switch into my Latios, because it's the best thing to take unless I want to switch into Talonflame and lose 50%. He noticed he can't really do anything to Latios, so he decides to switch out and goes into his Tangrowth, as I ended up going for the safe Psyshock just to see what he would want to bring in, because I knew he was not going to bring in the T-Tar, because I did take it down early game. And if he still had the T-Tar, he would have probably brought it in. It'd probably make me think, oh, he has Pursuit, and maybe make me stay in. Because most T-Tars nowadays carry a Pursuit Trap Latios. They're going to be doing it more often or not than once Mega Latios and Mega Latios come out. Anyways, as you saw there, I missed the Draco Meteor, but the hacks was, on both sides, because he gets para-haxed as I missed the Draco Meteor, so I go for another Draco Meteor. It's like that turn never existed. So I hit the Draco Meteor, and it's enough to take down the Tangrowth, because it was, in fact, not an Assault Vest set, because it showed the leftovers, like, a couple of turns into the match. So he lost one of his physical defensive walls, which could have been really annoying, but, I mean, I had the Scizor to take on it, and I had other Pokemon to take care of it as well. As he goes into the Nidoking, I decided to leave in my Latios just to see if this thing is Scarf, just so I know in the future, because I didn't need my Latios anymore at this point. I just wanted to see how much damage I can get done. I mean, a -2 Psyshock did a lot to Nidoking, but he ends up going for the Thunderbolt, predicting my Talonflame switch in, which was kind of odd. In my opinion, I think he should have just went for the safe Ice Beam if he had it. As he goes and pulls the switch into the Swampert, I think I go for another Psyshock just to try to finish it off. Just kind of pulled an odd switch on me there. And that didn't do much at all, and I'm losing health of my Life Orb, which kind of blows. And yeah, like, I noticed that every one of his team members pretty much has leftovers, because Swampert has leftovers, Tangrowth has leftovers. I missed another Draco Meteor, but he thought I was going for the defog, so yeah, that was like another turn that didn't need to happen, but happened. So I decided to switch all the Latios, because I wanted to rebuild my special attack, and decided to fodder off my Azumarill, because I didn't see a point of carrying it anymore, since, like, I knew it was going to die to any attack that anything went for, because the Stealth Rock brought me down to 2 HP. And we just saw Azumarill just get blasted by a Scald. Poor Azumarill. So, I think I bring back out the Swampert just so I have enough attack power to take down the Swampert with a Draco Meteor, just to kill it off in one foul swoop. And that's exactly what I go for. Thankfully, I don't miss, because I missed like 3 attacks this match. The Play Rough and the 2 Dracos. The Play Rough kind of mattered, because as you see, the Swampert wouldn't be here like 5 turns from now if I didn't miss that first Play Rough. He probably would have, kept it in, would have got 2 KO'd by the Play Rough. No big deal though. So he pulls an odd switch here. He goes into his Rapidash. What, in hindsight, I think he should have went into Dragonite, but at the same time, I did have the Stealth Rocks up, and anything I went for, even at -2, would have done a lot of damage to his Dragonite, and he knows I still have the Talonflame around. So I think he stacked off his Rapidash just so he can get a free switch into his Dragonite, and because I am Life Orb, I will also die as well, so it is a double down in my situation. I think I pull a switch into my Scizor, as he actually pulls a switch into his Nidoking, which I understand why he did that now, because, Latios was a big threat, and he didn't need the Rapidash anymore, so he wanted a free switch into his Nidoking, just for whatever reason. I was still thinking it was choiced in some way, but I didn't think it had the Fire Blast, because normally I see Nidokings run Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, and Poison, Earth Power. This Nidoking actually carried the Fire Blast, which kind of caught me off guard because like I saw a fire attack on, well, obviously Rapidash. I seen a fire attack on T-Tar. I didn't expect a fire attack on Nidoking as well. So he has 3 team members with fire type coverage, which kind of threw me off guard a little bit. But in a sense, I didn't really even need my Sizzler anymore. Plus that Dragonite could have had a Fire Punch if anything. But the Bullet Punch could have been helpful earlier on. So as I do take out the Nidoking with the Earthquake here, he's going to go and pull a switch into his Dragonite. And hindsight, should have went for the Ice Beam because, you know, I made this match, you know, 2 turns longer than it has to be. So I pull a switch out of my T-Tar. Actually, I was thinking that Nidoking was still Scarfed for some odd reason because my Latios outran it. I should have known from that point on that it wasn't Scarfed, but I was kind of playing that it was. So I thought I lost the match, so I went for the Earthquake there, and that's, I think, that happened. As he actually goes directly for the Outrage, predicting my Talonflame switch in, which, you know, I think he was checkmate either way, because if he went for the Dragon Dance, my Talonflame would have done a lot of damage to it. And he went for the Dragon Dance. I don't know if my T-Tar could have taken this Outrage or not. But, like I said, my T-Tar is Scarf, and I have Ice Beam over Stone Edge, just to catch Gliscors and stuff off guard. As I do get the unnecessary critical hit, that's going to be a narrow 1-0 victory in my favor. Very, very good game, Marcus. I had a lot of fun with this match. And, yeah, if you guys want to get a chance to battle me, all you got to do is follow me on Twitch. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll accept any friend requests or you know battle requests because I'm always looking for battles. I'm always looking for challenges and stuff like that. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please try to get me at least up to 20 likes. That'd be awesome, guys. Absolutely amazing for me. I'll try to upload some more videos along the way. Maybe I'll upload another one during the week if we hit 20 likes. If you can get 20 likes, I'll try to upload another one during the week. Until then, guys, later.